Bonjour, this is a lesson for 10th standard in French. Now today I will teach you how you can use the different relative pronouns in the same sentence but the meaning changes. So we will see the first one. La France, c'est un pays qui. So we are using the same sentence but the relative pronoun we are changing. The last one is où. By mistake, I put dans. La France, c'est un pays qui me plaît beaucoup. France is a country which pleases me very much. So, qui me plaît. So, here France is subject. So, we are using qui. Now, same sentence I am using que, but I will give you a different sentence. La France, c'est un pays que j'aime beaucoup. France is a country which I like very much. Here, which pleases me very much, which I like very much. So here it is the subject, here it is the object. Now I will use the third relative pronoun, dont. So, la France, c'est un pays dont on parle beaucoup. France is a country about which, of which, one speaks a lot. So here I am using dont because we are referring to about or of. Now the fourth one. Now the fourth one where I am using où. La France, c'est un pays où il habite. France is the country where he stays. So here où means where. Here dont means about which. Here que means which. About qui means which again, but here France is the subject. So have you understood? I want you to copy this. But copy it in such a way that you understand that the sentence starts with France. La France, and then you copy c'est un pays qui me plaît beaucoup. La France, c'est un pays que j'aime beaucoup. La France, c'est un pays dont on parle beaucoup. La France, c'est un pays où il habite. Now I will teach you the same content using another sentence. Okay? Again I am using qui, que, dont and où. But my sentence has altered. Je lis un livre. I am reading a book. Again you can say qui me plaît, which pleases me. Je lis un livre que j'aime. I am reading a book which I like. Je lis un livre dont on a parlé. On m'a parlé. I am reading a book about which somebody has spoken to me. On is somebody. Then, je lis un livre. Now, here can I use où? I am reading a book where. Can I say where? Or in the context of a book, I could say where when the thing was France, a country. But here I am talking about a book. So, here instead of où, how will I change it? I am reading a book where there are two old men. In which, here where I mean to say in which. So, je lis un livre in which there are two old men. So here instead of où, what will I say? I will use your relative pronoun composé. Dans lequel. Dans lequel. You have come across lequel. Dans lequel. Why I am saying lequel? Because un livre, masculine. I am reading a book in which il y a de vieux hommes. So, did you understand? The rest remains the same up to here. But here we cannot use où. Whereas in France, when the earlier sentence was having France, which is a country, I could say where he lives. In the book, we can't say where. I have to say in which. So here a composite relative pronoun is used. So copy these. Now I am doing a topic which is slightly different. I am doing interrogation. Interrogation in the sense asking question. You know about affirmation, negation and interrogation. How do you ask question? Now, if you are asking a question about sujet that is subject, now I have divided the table into whether the subject happens to be a person or a thing, because it's different. How will we say who's coming? Qui vient. We will say qui vient. Who's coming? Or we can use est-ce que. Qui est-ce qui. Here also qui. Here also qui. Qui est-ce qui vient. Because as you know, this qui should always be followed by a verb. So qui est-ce qui vient. Who is it that's coming? Who is coming? So we are talking about persons. Same thing. If the subject happens to be a thing, non-living, then qu'est-ce qui arrive? Here instead of qui, we use que. Qu'est-ce qui arrive? Arrive means to arrive also and to happen also. What is happening? So instead of who, we are saying what. So what is que? Q-U-E. When there is another E, it gets cancelled and I put a apostrophe. Qu'est-ce qui arrive? What is happening? So that what is the subject? Happening is the verb. Qui should be followed by a verb. Qu'est-ce qui arrive? So these are two different questions. Qui est-ce qui vient? Qui est-ce qui arrive? Qu'est-ce qui arrive? What is happening? I could have used arrive also here. For example, suppose I remove this vient and I use the same verb, then you will know the difference better. So, qui arrive. Who's arriving? Qui est-ce qui arrive? Again, who is arriving? And there, you can't say what is arriving. What is happening? What's happening? Have you understood? So we have seen how to ask a question if the question is regarding a subject. If the subject happens to be a person, then we use qui. If it happens to be a non-living being, then que. Now we go to the second case. This is the first case, this is the second case. Instead of subject, it's an object. Complément d'objet direct, direct object. Okay, direct object you have already come across when you are doing transitive and intransitive verbs. Passé composé. Qui voyez-vous? Who do you see? Who do you see? Here. Que voyez-vous? What do you see? Who do you see is about a person. Who do you see? I see the teacher. What do you see? I see the garden. So, same thing, we are using qui, we are using que. Again, this can be, the same question can be asked using est-ce que. Qui est-ce que vous voyez? Who is it that you see. Who is it that you see? Now, what is it that you see? Qu'est-ce que vous voyez? What do you see? I see a garden. Who do you see? I see the teacher. So again we are answering the question what or who after the verb. So it's a direct object. Now the third, where the object happens to be indirect. Object indirect. À qui parlez-vous? To whom do you speak? Or to whom are you speaking? Now we are using à preposition. That's why the object is indirect. À qui parlez-vous? To whom are you talking? À qui est-ce que vous parlez? Same thing using est-ce que. Now here you know it's a very simple question. To whom are you talking? To whom are you speaking? So I speak to so and so. To is there, the preposition, that's why it's a indirect object. Do you remember your la and la and lar? All those. Now here you have to first know that the verb penser. What is penser? To think. To think. Penser always takes a after something. Je pense à Sophie. I'm thinking about Sophie. So penser takes a. It is always followed by a. So à quoi pensez-vous? À qui parlez-vous? À quoi pensez-vous? What are you thinking about? I'm thinking about the meeting. Some meeting is supposed to take place. I'm thinking about that. Now that meeting is a thing. It's not a person. But since the verb is penser, it's taking a and hence it's an indirect object. Qu'est-ce que vous pensez? What are you thinking about? I'm thinking about the meeting. If I was thinking about a person, then à qui? Otherwise, à quoi? So I want you to copy this table as it is. À qui? Again, I'll show you some more examples using the same concept. À qui tu penses? About whom are you thinking? Je pense à Sophie. I'm thinking about Sophie. Sophie is a person. So qui. Now, the qui tu parles. Instead of a, I'm using the. The qui tu parles. About whom are you talking? Je parle de Sophie. I'm talking about Sophie. Instead of a, I have used the. But the same thing. We are using qui in both places. Now, I'm going to the next thing. Where the subject, where the thing happens to be a non-living being. À quoi tu penses? What are you thinking about? Who are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? So I'm using quoi. Je pense au rendez-vous. I'm thinking about the meeting. Rendezvous is meeting. Le rendezvous, it's masculine. So a plus le becomes au. Je pense au rendezvous. De quoi tu parles? What are you talking about? Je parle du rendezvous. I'm talking about the meeting. I'm talking about the meeting. Here I'm talking about a person. Here I'm talking about an inanimate object, meeting. So I'm using qui here and quoi here. So this is all for today. Go through all this. Try to use it in your sentences.